Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I went X1 with Gem-knight FTK at my locals, came second. Nothing special, wasn't a win, nothing bigger than a local, but I thought might as well get this out as a few people have asked me about for the list. So we'll just jump right into it, try and get through this as quick as we can. So bear in mind for everyone out there, I put this together in like 10 minutes just before the locals, so it's not perfect, but hopefully I can give you the building blocks to then make the deck better for yourself. Starting off with 3 rows, I think this is the best card in the deck. Now Block Dragon's gone, this is the MVP of the deck. Just gives you so many resources. Free Rabbit, I want to cut this because it doesn't feel that good to actually play it, because one interruption that means your whole turn's over, but it can still get you so many pluses, so I thought might as well play it still. Then we play 3 Lapis and 2 Tourmaline. So now you only play with a 3 and 2 ratio because a Tourmaline now isn't any good. The only reason it's in here as a 2 of is because Rabbit can get it to then summon out Granite. Other than that, you don't really want to see this, other than if extra normals in your graveyard for rows to get you more pluses. I mean, Lapis, you kind of need to play it just for a row. Then we got 3 Lazuli, 3 Obsidian. These are all your recursive options. Lazuli, you use it about 10 times in one turn to add back all your cards back from your graveyard to hand, so that is key. That's why you don't play Desires in this deck, because you kind of need to have at least one of these in deck. Ideally 2 or 3, but you need at least 1. And then Obsidian's nice. You don't see it as often now because now Block Dragon's gone, you can't search it regularly because your main focus is on getting the Lapis and also getting the Fusion. Because without them you can't do the combo, where Obsidian's just an extra extender. Then, the only way you can replay this deck nowadays, which is very sad to see, but hey ho, we play 3 of each Excavator. You don't FTK unless you see at least one of these cards, unless your hand is just stacked. But you do need to see these cards to FTK. And I know it's expensive, but if you want to play this deck, you have to have them. Simple as that. So don't at me for my rock lineup. So after a little bit more testing with this locals, I do think that playing 3 Doki is correct, and I think we bumped us up to a 2 again is correct. These are decent, I guess, like nothing too special. Then onto the spells, we've got 3 Fusion, 2 Die, Called by, Reborn, and then 2 Signs. So Fusion, mandatory 3 of. You want to see it in your opening hand so you don't have to search it, but it's a Phoenix Blade on crack. It's just Phoenix Blade plus Polymerization for Gem-knights. Crazy. 2 Die because I want to try and keep my deck count under 40. At 40. And I thought this one can be cut down a little bit more onto a 2 because you can't get any pluses off of hitting this with a Excavator. And it's nice to have it as a starter / extender just to get you an extra body on your field, but it's just more cards in your deck which you can't then access because of Excavator. Called by because hand traps, one hand trap can just stop this whole combo quite easily. And then the 2 Signs and 1 Reborn. I only play 2 Signs because at start off your combo it does nothing. Extending it does, especially with getting excuse me, especially with getting multiple Crystal Roses out, which I might play this as a 3 of, quite possibly, but as for that 2 was fine. I'm in Reborn because it can just, it turns hands that don't FTK into the hands that can FTK. Can't bloody speak today. But yeah, I believe that's 40 cards. If I'm wrong, just let me know. I'm tired, I'm done. I just want to show you usual lineup, kind of standard. No Prismora now, just because we want more options in the extra deck, but that is the mandatory lineup. 1 gallant for when you have to search a researcher. Then Lynx play Usa. I've just on Haki Albrax. Words are difficult. Quartz, Unicorn, and Appaloosa. Played Appaloosa as a backup for whenever we can't FTK, we can still set up 1 or 2 bits of interruptions, while also doing quite a bit of burn damage. And Unicorn you need for a combo. Quartz is very strong. I would probably play as a 2 of if I had an extra space. But a 1 of is fine. The only time it hurts not having the second one is if can't FTK turn 1. I mean, you have to link this off. Only time when it comes up. But yeah, Hauk is also very good for giving you an extra body to make you Unicorn, which means that you have to use 1 less body in your field, which FTK more consistently. And for the synchros, we play Beast, Raptite, and Dragite. Raptite get more bodies on the field. Beast is there for backup, like I said with Appaloosa, and Dragite is there for when you go second. Make this bounce 2 or 3 cards back. You can just win out off of that, and then you just start FTKing. That's the extra deck. I think that's 6 fusions. Oh wow, 6. You saw it. Let's go into a side. 1 Pank, 3 Ash, 3 Drill. Only time on this side is when you go second. And best thing to do going second is just play hand traps. Against anything combo, this was the main lineup to put in. Wasn't anything crazy, just good cards. Then we play Harpies and 3 Spiritualism. For those who don't know what this card does, is it's a piece of back row removal which doesn't target and cannot be negated its effect or activation. It bounces back to hand, so it is a plus. It is -1 for you. But if you kill them that turn, you don't care. You just want the card to be gone. So this is very strong for anything which can FTK or OTK in a sense when it does go second. Then Duster is just busted. Just clear all the back row and then you can start playing. I recommend picking these cards up though if you ever want to play a fast-paced OTK deck or FTK deck. These are very strong. Then we play 3 evenly because we can kill your opponent in main phase 2, we don't really care as long as we get rid of their threats. And I do slide the Barkion. For whenever I've got a trap heavy matchup, I just swap out the Beast for the Barkion. You can still make it almost the same amount of times as the Beast. With this you just need to have one of the researchers or the researcher, but you just need to make it Synchro 6, so nothing too hard to make, especially since you make Raptite in almost every hand. You have access to the excavators. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If it's not what you want, oh well, this is what I played. Yeah, shoutouts to Coda for saying this deck is shit. Yeah, I wouldn't take this in anything higher than locals. If you want to mess around with locals, have a few like fun games and just annoy people, all power to you. If you want to take this somewhere bigger, I would definitely recommend not. But if you do, good luck. That's what I can say. Hopefully your dice rolls are in your favour. Alright guys, so I'm tired, I'm going to bed. Good night, I love you, and I'll see you next video. Peace.